Then Jon Moxley took on Wheeler Yuta. Jon Moxley entered. He killed this man.
Do you feel the like when you see Yuta, it's a hard T rather than the soft T like in Toronto?
I say Yuta.
Yuta.
What's a soft T? What's a soft T?
Well, like Yuta, like pronouncing like a D.
Almost. Oh, Yuta. Yeah, I might say too fast and revert to D.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll follow up with this in the future.
Our whole explanation was longer than this match. It lasted 46 seconds, and Yuta got killed with a paradigm shift, and they checked on him afterwards. This was just Jon Moxley running through a guy. But I think far more interesting is the fact that guy is a babyface here. And I feel, looking at these brackets, and again, looking at Tony Khan's leaked script, everybody, this, I feel, was a match designed to slowly turn Jon Moxley heel. You build negative sentiment towards the guy on top of the card for being booked to go over a relative fan favorite underdog so quick and so clean. I mean, typically in these situations, like we saw in the opener, you know, AEW likes to at least give the crowd what they want by delivering a solid matchup that is of a certain length. In this case, they specifically had Jon Moxley beat a babyface in quick fashion to deny the crowd of the match. And I find it a very unique way of turning somebody at least slightly heel. Maybe not full on heel like, you know, AEW tends to do, but at least towards the direction where you're going to want to boo him. And of course, this also sets up a potential meeting in the brackets between Mox and Cassidy in the second round. I think so, yeah. And that would continue this same thing where it's Moxley who's going to beat the beloved babyfaces en route to this. So it's a great observation.
It's a great time to turn Mox as a heel. I mean, this roster has, listen, Mox versus Bryan, Mox versus Punk, Mox versus Page. These are your big potential pay-per-view headlining matches. So now is certainly the right time to turn the guy. Do you want to go through these brackets right now, John?
Yeah, why don't we go through, because they saved this till the end of the night. So on the one side, it's going to be Preston Vance, 10 from the Dark Order, against Jon Moxley.
That'll probably be a squash too. You know, we'll see.
I see Vance getting more than Yuta, but you know, big win for Moxley. I think that's very clear. Orange Cassidy and Powerhouse Hobbs. I think we can assume Moxley and Cassidy there. And then on the other side, Bryan Danielson against Dustin Rhodes, the match that no one thought of when Danielson came here to AEW, but no one's complaining about seeing these two together. This is like the couple times a year when Dustin Rhodes is going to show us how great this dude is. I'm really looking forward to this match.
Me too. Because you're talking about two veterans who I think, you know, have a lot more to offer at this stage in their careers besides, you know, great physicality. Like their brains are, to me, their superpowers at this moment. And the type of story that they'll be able to craft is one that I'm really looking forward to. And they're going to have the space to have the type of match that they want. It's not just going to be a Daniel Bryan versus Goldust match on main event that's going to go like 2-3 minutes. This will hopefully be very different.
And then the last match, the winner of Danielson and Rhodes will face the winner of Lance Archer and Eddie Kingston.
So I think we could assume Bryan will beat Dustin Rhodes. Who do you think Bryan faces next in the second round?
Kingston.
Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston. Nice. Either of those. Danielson versus Archer will be awesome as well. And presumably Moxley and Bryan in the finals.
Maybe I actually would be surprised if they don't have some explanation, but especially because he was on commentary, I do think there needed to be some explanation. Like, why is Punk... Like, there's so many people that are not in this, and Dustin Rhodes is, for instance. Like, these are not... Preston Vance is in this. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about an MJF that's not in this. It's... Like, there's a lot of top names. I do think something like this, for your world title eliminator, it does require some explanation as to where all these people are.
Yeah, normally I don't think either of us would give a shit, but because AEW has so much, gives so much reverence to their ranking system, yeah, I don't disagree.
But those are the brackets. So that will start on Rampage next week. So they've already taped Orange Cassidy and Hobbs, and then a week from Saturday, which is the live show,
It's Archer, Kingston, and Rhodes and Danielson.
Mm-hmm.